Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, we have a whole new background. I am trying to adjust the lights and get things figured out for this room because this room is very dark already as it is. So in the beginning of the video, you will notice that my brightness is up a little bit too high, but I promise you, eventually I do dim it down so that we can kind of see a little bit more of what's going on. But in today's video, we're kind of going to do like a little first impressions. We're going to be trying out some makeup that's new to me, but it's not really new on the market. This is makeup that's been out for a while that I just keep passing, through the aisles. So we're going to be just playing with some new makeup, testing things out, and seeing how I got this look. Before we get into it though, do not forget to hit that subscribe button as well as hit that notification bell. That way you will not miss any future uploads. All right, guys, let's get started. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is, of course, prime the skin. So I actually have two different primers. I have the one from Hard Candy, which I know it's a little bright in here, so I will kind of hold that a little bit closer to for you guys. But this is from Hard Candy and it's their Smoothing Primer Balm. So this isn't like super new, but it still says new in the packaging and it hasn't been out for super long. And I wanted to give it a try. I know Physicians Formula has one as well, but I think, does Makeup Revolution have one? I think they do. But the one from Physicians Formula, that one kind of seemed a little bit too like oily and balmy for me. So this is what this one looks like. It's like a nice pink color, very similar to the e.l.f. original one. But first we are going to use the one from Alma Beauty by Sharon C. This is the one that they have in Walmart actually. So it is the Alma Beauty drugstore line. I was super excited when I saw that they were coming out with this. So this is a new Prime to Glow Skin Perfecting Illuminating Primer. I have not seen too many people talk about this yet, so I'm really excited. So we're gonna go in with this first. Ooh, okay, so it's kind of like a beige nude color. And we're gonna just kind of put this all over. I know it's like very bright. Normally when I film in here, I try to film when it's natural daylight, but at this point, I'm just trying to find a place to film. I feel like a homeless person when trying to find my spot to film. Like right now, my husband and my baby is home. So I can't film in my normal spot. So it doesn't feel, it feels slightly moisturizing, but it just kind of feels like it dries down. And it kind of just like, from far away, it doesn't give you much of like an actual glow, but if you look very closely, you kind of have shimmer like all over your face. So this is not exactly what I was expecting it to be. I'll definitely still use it, but just so you know, it's not going to give you that like glow from within. It's just going to basically put little like sparkles. So now I'm going to go into this primer here, and I'm just going to take a little bit out. And I'm just going to use a little bit and kind of just push that in. Ooh. Do you see that blurredness? Like, again, I know it's hard to tell. All right, so I'm going to put it on this side. Whoops, too much. Do you, like, oh. Why is no one raving about this? And if they are, I am not hearing anything about it. So the e.l.f. one does the same thing, but I think this one blurs a little bit more. That is really blurring. And I honestly didn't think it was going to do as good of a job for some reason. I don't know why, but it is like super blurring. So super excited about that. This might be my new favorite putty primer. Helps minimize pores and appearance of fine lines. Creamy balm transforms to a smoothing, soft touch powder. Wow. It's like magic on your skin, guys. So I don't have like a brand spanking new foundation that like just came out on the market. But I do have a newer foundation, I guess you can say. This one is from Zoeva, and this one is in the shade 140 Neutral Energetic. For some reason it's looking a little bit yellow on camera, but it's a little bit more neutral in person, I promise. I want to say light to medium coverage, but it's really pretty on the skin. All right, so now that foundation is on, we're gonna go in with some concealer. It's definitely not new. It's been out for a while, but I just never tried it before. And I was in Walmart and I was like, I never really tried anything from the lip bar. So this one is the Quick Conceal Self-Setting and Brightening Concealer. So I don't know if the shade is gonna be too dark though. I got it in the shade Honey. And the shade right below it was going to be way too light for like what I would want, and then the shade behind it was like way too dark. So I think the shade range definitely needs to be a little bit better. So let's see. Oh yeah, I would, if I like this concealer, I would definitely have to go and get the lighter shade and then maybe mix it. Too dark. I mean, I don't like a bright under eye, but maybe in the summertime it might work a little bit better. I have to see how tan I get. Once it's blended, it doesn't look like really bad. It seems like a really nice creamy hydrating concealer. All right, so I did tone down the brightness. Hopefully the video is not super dark for you now, but I think it's going to let you see my skin a little bit more like better without like all the shadows. All right, to set my face, I'm actually going to use this powder from Wet n Wild. I do have like the original, or I guess you could say the translucent one. This one is in the shade Banana, so this is new to me. I've never tried the shade Banana before. I only had like the regular one, the original one, so I'm super excited to try this. I don't know if this is going to give us like the brightening that we need, but we will see. To be honest, this is not so much of a banana. Like, it's not a brightening banana shade. Like, this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a beige color, so I don't know really what's banana about it. I do like how it set the under eye though, but I really do like this powder formula. I really like the original one. So before I go ahead and set like the rest of my face, I just wanted to set my under eyes for right now because I don't want it like creasing really bad. But I'm gonna go in with this new Milani cream palette. It has 3 different colors in here. This one is in 110 Sun Kissed Glow. This is what it looks like. These are the shades. I think I'm gonna go in with this one right here. It just looks super pretty. I have this is a e.l.f. Complexion Duo Brush. If you do not have this brush in your collection, you need it. I literally have one for like just normal, like, you know, tinted moisturizers, you know, that sort of thing, to CC cream, BB creams. But I also have one that's in like here for my like cream blushes. So I just bought a new one for my filming brush set. Because this one is amazing. So I'm gonna dip my brush into this, kind of warm up the product. Okay, so we got some on. And oop, maybe a little bit too much. It's okay. I'm kind of gonna just like blend it. And then we're gonna look crazy right now, but then I'm gonna go over it with my sponge, and we're just gonna tone it down a bit. If you feel like you took too much away, just kind of reapply and then just blend really quick. It took me a while to realize that my cat was biting at my one Ulta bag that was on the floor, so sorry about that. I guess I should put like a little across the nose, because I feel like when I don't do this, I feel like my nose looks naked without it. So all right, perfect. And I'm kind of wanting to actually put a little bit more on, and the reason is because I'm going to go over with powder, and I know sometimes when you put powder, like even if it's translucent, it kind of just like tones it down a little bit. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more. I'm just gonna keep it high. I promise you the look is gonna all come together at the end. To set the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I haven't used this powder in a while. It's been in my collection, so I thought I would break it out. In person, my skin is looking really, really good, so I'm not mad about it. All right, so next, to bronze the face, we are actually going to go in with a bronzer from Wet n Wild. So they have had these bronzers out for a while, of course. When they first came out with the new packaging, if you guys remember their original packaging, it was like in these big like circle compact. And my favorite bronzer that was in that type of packaging was Ticket to Brazil. So when they changed the packaging, I bought the one that said Ticket to Brazil and absolutely hated that bronzer. I literally went through 2 of those circle bronzers. And then when they came out with the new packaging, I was like, oh my God, you know, they still, you know, kept my bronzer. They just changed the packaging. It's fine. No, it was like, it barely showed up on my face. It was a lot more like orange kind of than what I remember it. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know if they just made a whole new shade and slapped on Ticket to Brazil like shade name on it. So I picked up the other 2 shades that they have. This one is in the shade Sunset Striptease. So I was like, let me see if maybe I like another shade, or if they just like kind of mess with the whole like formula in general. And this is what it looks like. It looks just, it's a bit cooler tone. I can barely see it, so I don't know. I want to at least see my bronzer just a little bit. This one I think is a bit too light, so I think we're just automatically going to pass that one along. So I'm gonna give this one a try. This one is in the shade What Shady Beaches. Oh yes. All right, this one is showing up way better, which isn't good, because if I'm struggling to find a bronzer that is going to show up on me, imagine everyone else in the world. Like, that is not good, Wet n Wild. You need to come out with more shades, because I think this one's the darkest shade, if I'm not mistaken. I got mine at CVS, so there might be more shades out there, but Ticket to Brazil did not show up on me. This one was very similar to Ticket to Brazil, where it barely showed up, only it's a little bit more cooler tone, versus Ticket to Brazil was a lot more like orangey and warmer tone. So if you're super, 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 super fair and need a nice cool tone bronzer, this one might work for you. But if you're like my skin tone, What Shady Beaches it's going to work a little bit better for you, and it's a little bit warmer. All right, so to add just a little bit of glow to the skin, I'm going to put on this highlighter from Milani. It's just in the shade, Champagne Dioro 120. So we're going to apply this. This is not new, I had it. I'm just trying to play with it a little bit more. So my eyes started leaking today, and I just like dabbed it and some of my concealer came off. So that is my fault. This is really pretty. You gotta stay hydrated, people. Okay, so next I'm just gonna quickly set my face. I'm just gonna use the Make It Last setting spray. This is definitely not new. I've been using it all summer long. All right, so these are kind of what inspired this whole video, because I saw these, and actually these and this is what inspired this video, because I was like, oh my God, I need to try these things out. This eye is just watering like crazy. These are the Lip Bars Everyday Eyeshadow Palettes. It's highly pigmented, easy eye look, kind of like quads. So this one is in the shade Ebony Eyes, and then this one is in the shade Fairy Princess. So this one's like a little bit more like cooler, neutral tones, and then this one's like a little bit more like holiday. Has anyone tried these eyeshadows? And if so, like, what do you guys think? Because when I saw these little quads, I got super excited to try them out. So this is what this one looks like. This one's Ebony Eyes. And it's just super, super pretty. But this is what this one looks like. So this one looks a little bit more like neutral everyday versus this one is like a little bit more glam. I think they had like 3 or 4 different quads. So these are the 2 that kind of like drew me in. I think I'm actually going to try both of them out and just kind of dip into both. Just because this one does have like lighter transition shades. This one is just this dark shade right here. And then the rest are all like shimmers or metallics, foils, formula. And this one has 2 mattes in it. So we're gonna start there. We're gonna go into the shade right here first. Ooh, these actually have like a little mirror on underneath, which I hate when palettes do that, I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like it's annoying to have to keep like lifting to get to the mirror, and then you have to go back and forth. So this is like a very nice, like very nude transition shade. And this is like good to like kind of set your eye and just kind of get it all started. And now I'm gonna go into the shade right here, and we're gonna continue to, oops, this one does have a little bit more kickback, but nothing crazy. And I kind of just, you know what, let's just kind of have a little swatch party. So I'm gonna go in because I really want to swatch this one. This one kind of looks like a foil. So I'm just gonna, oh my god, okay. So we're gonna just kind of, whoa, do we see that? That is freaking stunning. Next I'm gonna go into this shade here, which is more like a satin finish. This one is Nubia, which I feel, ooh, that is still very, very pretty. What in the world is going? This one is in the shade Goddess. It's like a very soft satin. And then we're just gonna, that is very pretty as well. So, and then this one is in the other quad. Right, so for the other quad, we just kind of have these 2 shimmers here. So this one's in the shade Slippers, and this one's in the shade Ball Gown. So this one's Slippers. Ooh, very pretty. Not what I was expecting for that shade, but anyways. And this one's in the shade, okay, so in the palette it looks, it's more like, I guess you say this one's more like a satin, but it is definitely coming across more matte. You can see the difference. I think I'm gonna go in with the shade right here, which was my plan, which is why I went in with that blush, because I wanted to, you know, stick with the tones. So I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna put this all over the eye as much as I can with my finger, because I do have claws on. Let's see how it looks like wet. I mean dry. Oh, not bad. Yeah, it's not going on bad at all with the brush dry, which I kind of like, because I know some people cannot go without wetting their brushes, but I hate wetting my brushes. I just don't like it ruining the powders, because I feel like sometimes the powders get a little funny. You know what I mean? I literally recommend to go out and get these, because they are stunning. I think I'm gonna try to just pop the shade like in the middle and kind of just see. Ooh. So it looks like when you, oh my god, this mirror thing, this is the only thing I don't like about the palette. It looks like when you use a brush, you're gonna get a little bit more like of a top coat, like an eye topper kind of thing. But still, that is stunning. And then I'm just gonna go in with like a little pencil brush, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. It just has a little bit of like that shimmer. And we're gonna go under the eyes with that. Right, so adding that kind of just gave me a little bit of like a pop and brightness under the eye, but still made it like a little bit smoky. I'm going to add a little bit of liner really quick. This is the Fetish's Formula Matte Light Manoy liner, I guess. I don't know. It's been a while since I used this, so I definitely wanted to give it a go again. So I'm gonna do my wing and then I'll be right back. All right, so I did the wing. Of course, like always, they are not even sisters, maybe cousins. It is what it is. I'm gonna leave the liner dry and we're gonna go ahead and jump into brows. So I do have two products from L'Oreal that I think are new. At least I have never seen them before. This is the Unbelieva Brow, and it's kind of like a pomade, but kind of like in a tube, that sort of thing. So this one's in the shade 570 Brunette. So we're gonna go ahead and use that. Then there is also this. This is the Unbelieva Brow Longwear Top Coat. And this is supposed to be waterproof, smudge resistant, transfer proof, which I got mine in the shade, I think I got mine in the shade Clear. Yes, this is Universal Transparent. So this is also supposed to be waterproof, smudge proof, no transfer, sweat resistant. I feel like this kind of looks like the Wonder, was it the Wonder Brow kind of thing? And then I think Physicians Formula has one as well that I kind of decluttered. So I kind of already know how to do this. I wasn't sure, to be honest, which color I should get, but I feel like this one might be a little, I don't know, we'll see. So I just have some on the brush that it comes with. It comes with like a little brush and spoolie. So the thing I like about this though, to be honest, oops, there we go. The thing I like about this is it doesn't look super harsh. It's like the color anyways, the color that I chose, it looks pretty actual natural. It's not as like thick and like boxy as some of these can like make your brows look. What I normally like to do then is just kind of go in and just take a makeup wipe or whatever I have with me and just clean off the brush, so that way it's ready for use next time around. I can just go in for fun with this one. Don't think I need to use it with this type of product. For a like usually I use this with like a powder or a pencil, then I will go in with a brow gel. But usually when I use a pomade or this sort of brow product, usually I don't need. Ooh, it's very liquidy. All right, let's see. Wow, okay, thank God I got Clear. I mean, the one with color might be thicker, but this is like super thin and watery, and like a lot comes out. You guys can see, like, can you see how like wet my brow is right now? So yeah, it's not really laying down. Yeah, this is like a very like lightweight product. Do you hear that? This is very watery, so I don't know how I feel about that, but I do like the Unbelieva Brow that comes in this form. Next, I'm just going to quickly put mascara on. I'm just going to use the Lift and Define 5D Lash. This is for extra dimension. This one's from Revolution. And then if I need more length, I'm going to go in with the telescopic Carbon Black mascara. So we'll see. I only used this mascara one time, so I don't remember how I like it. So I'm just going to kind of coat my lashes. Let's see. I tried to take off that liner because some of that liner got on my lashes earlier. I feel like they kind of look a little clumpy. So I don't know. We'll see. Right now, I'm not a fan of that mascara. This is the second time I used it, and I wasn't a big fan of it the first time I used it. So I don't mind volume, but I don't like when my lashes just look super, super like clumpy. So just so you know, guys, my lashes are not natural anymore, I guess you can say. I have been using the Lily Lashes lash serum. So the 20th of this month will be my 3-month mark. So the 20th of January will be my like 3-month mark of using it. I would recommend it. Like now that I've used it the full 3 months, or almost the full 3 months, this lash is like so sticking together. It definitely does work. So I finally know that there is one that works. I'm gonna use, what is wrong? I cannot stand when I love these mascaras, but I hate when like the brush, for some reason, gives you a hard time to go back inside the bottle. I don't know why it does that. So, all right. So I feel like we are almost done with this look. The only thing I need to do is lips, and I have quite a few new products here that I wanted to give a try. So I have this new Oma Beauty by Sharon lip gloss. It's the Floss Gloss High Shine lip gloss. So there's this one. This one's in the shade Peachy, but honestly, with this look, I don't think we're gonna go with this one. Okay, this eye keeps watering, and this mascara is smudging like crazy. All right, so we have the lip bar, and this is a lip gloss as well. This is what this looks like. Let me see. Ooh, let's try this and see. It's like a lip lacquer kind of thing. Well, that is very, very pretty. I like it. I really do like that. Okay, we're gonna take it off though, sadly, because we have something else to try. Trying to take this off without. I really like that lip gloss though. So we have two new lipsticks from Milani, and these are the matte Fetish lipsticks, and these are two new shades. This one is in Peony and the other one is in the shade Petal. So I think I'm gonna go with Petal. Ooh, look at this shade. It looks so pretty. I feel like it's gonna match our what we have going on. Ooh, so pretty. The shade is literally everything that I wanted and more. Perfect. Okay, so this is the final look, guys. We are all done, and my hair is not done at all, but we're gonna put it down and pretend that it is, right? There's a fuzzy. Let's get that. This is the final look. I love, to be honest, how this look came out. Besides my leaking eye, I love how this look came out. And it was so much fun to create it, to be completely honest. So let's very quickly go over the products that we loved, that we didn't love, and close out this video before this eye looks like a hot crying mess. All right, so very, very quickly, I'm just gonna go over the stuff that were like new to me today. So for primers, not really a fan of this new Illuminating primer from Oma Beauty. So I would say pass on it. It really didn't give me much of an actual glow. It kind of just like dried down and put like shimmery glitter all over my face in a way. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this. I definitely will try to play with it a little bit more, but I think it's going to get lost in my collection and I will probably end up decluttering it, to be honest. This is 100%. I'm going to keep playing with it, but Smoothing Primer Balm, 100%. It totally blurred out my pores in this section, like unbelievably. So I recommend to get this primer. If you like the e.l.f. Putty Primer, especially the original one, I think you're really gonna love this one. So yes, totally recommend, totally like it. I really do like this one. I only tried one, so hopefully the other two colors are just as good. Same like creamy blush that we love from like the singles. I believe it's the same formula as that one, but it's literally so good. So yes, I do like this one. This one's in the shade 110 Sunkissed Glow. Love it. Concealer, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell right now. My under eye actually looks really good, like this under eye. It looks really good. It almost looks like a little blurred, and my fine lines don't look as emphasized. This one on the other hand, I mean, we're a hot mess over here. But if you look at this under eye, it actually looks really good. In the beginning, I thought it was going to be a shade too dark, and obviously if they had a shade a smidge lighter, that would probably be my perfect shade. But unfortunately, this is all they had for me, so I think it's fine. It's not going to give me that super bright eye look, which is, again, it's fine. I'm not always looking for that. So I'm actually going to keep this and continue to use it. I did enjoy the bronzer that I tried again from Wet n Wild. This one is in the shade What Shady Beaches. I do think that they need to come out with more shades, but I do like this shade a lot better than Ticket to Brazil, which used to be my favorite shade. Not anymore. I guess this one's it now. The brow products from L'Oreal, I definitely would say give this one a try if you would like. It kind of just gives me more of a like natural, softer brow, which I really do like. This, on the other hand, I don't know what this is about. It almost looks like they put water in it and called it a day. So I don't recommend that one, to be honest. I do recommend these eyeshadows. I had two. The other one fell on the floor. But I definitely do recommend these eyeshadows. And if I had to pick one out of the two that I bought, if I had to only choose one, I definitely would choose this one, which was Ebony Eyes. I really do like this one. So the other one's good as well, but this one like really stood out to me. Lip gloss, I mean, I can't say how long it wore, but when I applied it, I really love the pigment and the shininess that this did. So I really like this lip gloss. I did not try this one yet, so that one we will see. But these matte Fetish lipsticks from Milani, you have to go out and get them. Like, they're so comfortable. They're not like super matte where they're like drying and cracky on the lips. I have 4 of them in total now. My other 2 favorite shades that are the original is Secret and Tease. Those 2 are like my top 2 favorites, but these 2 are right there with them. Like, the shade is so freaking beautiful. Oh, I love it. And the pigment is there. All right, guys, that is everything for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye.